Now, one of the things I was looking forward to most about coming to Finland is taking a dip in a frozen lake. And this here, in summer, is a lake. In winter, more of just a frozen plain covered in a lot of snow. We've got our Airbnb host who cut through a big hole in the ice for us. There's a sauna just next to me here that we're going to get going. And then in a couple of hours, we're taking a nice cold dip.
I love Scandinavia for its sauna culture. Every cabin I've stayed in while visiting Finland has had at least one. This year we've got two. There's a convenient electric stove inside the main house, but down by the edge of the lake we have this beautiful wood-fired sauna. It takes more time and effort to heat, but that just makes the whole experience more like an actual event rather than just flipping a switch.
Right, that's the fire done. That'll be a couple of hours still until that's up to 80 degrees, 90 degrees, where we want it to be for the sauna. So it's just a case of having to keep coming back out and making sure the fire doesn't go out.
Throwing yourself into water that's barely above freezing, in air temperatures that are a whole lot colder, is never going to be a nice experience. That's something we can all agree on, and yet there's people who choose to do this on a regular basis. Why? What is it about immersing yourself in freezing water that keeps people coming back for more? There's got to be something to it. I know there are plenty of health benefits, boosting circulation, reducing inflammation, and even helps convert regular white fat into energy-burning brown fats. But these are all long-term perks, things you don't feel right away. What I really want to know is, what's the immediate payoff? Is there actually a feeling that makes it worth it? Do people secretly enjoy it, or are they all just completely mad?
So that's about an hour and a half and already completely frozen over. Gives you an idea of just how cold it is here. The sauna's looking nice and warm. That's looking nice and cold. And I think we're about ready to get going. Wow. So I read online that your brain performance drops by 20 to 30% whilst you're in here. Maybe that's about right. Right. There is something incredibly addictive about it, where, whoa, just overcoming, It's just about relaxing, breathing, staying calm, and telling yourself you can do it, I guess.
The little voice in my head telling me it's going to be cold and painful never really went away. It's always there whispering in my ear to bail and retreat back to the sauna. And each time I had to manually override that impulse and force myself into the cold. But the feeling you get afterwards is unlike anything else. It's a total rush, filling you with this surge of energy and life. Every time we'd head back into the sauna, I'd catch myself talking twice as fast as usual. It was like a high. Apparently it has similar effects to cocaine, but with a much slower release of chemicals that last for hours. I'm not sure if it's the rush of adrenaline, the pure feeling of being alive, the satisfaction of conquering something tough, but you can't help but want to do it again. To chase that thrill just one more time. These sauna and cold plunges became the backbone of our time in Finland. We'd head out during the day, snowshoeing to the top of nearby fells, walking among the towering ice-capped trees and enjoying the frozen wilderness. Winter in the Arctic changes everything, with temperatures as low as -30, freezing your hair, draining the colour from the landscape and making you crave every moment of warmth. Each evening we'd find ourselves back in the rhythm of hot and cold, soothing our aching legs, revitalising our spirits and building up our strength for the next day. Some days were harder than others. The water felt colder, the wind fiercer, the freeze seeping deeper into your bones. But the rush and the thrill, that was always the same.
Nice. Deep breath. Nice job.
The dramatic switch from hot to cold feels almost like rebooting your system, like you're turning a computer off and on again. It shocks your body, but in a good way. It clears your mind and forces you to be fully present, hyper-aware of the cold that's surrounding you. In a world full of distractions, it feels rare to have moments like this, when your mind isn't cluttered with worries, plans, and endless thoughts. It's kind of like a therapy, a reset, reminding you to be in the moment, to truly feel.
Wow. Oh, it's so bad today.
Is it?
I thought this would be about the strength gained from overcoming the difficulty of a polar plunge, but it became so much more than just a physical challenge. It was the mental clarity, the precious moments when your mind is completely clear and your focus is solely on the present. It was stepping away from the noise of everyday life and experiencing real stillness. And in the end, it wasn't the cold that stayed with me, but the refreshing sense of childlike joy that came from living in the moment.
Wow.
Here we go.
About now?
I can go a bit longer.
I'd like to think.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Why did I open my eyes?
Why did you open your eyes?
Oh.